start in 2 minutes. We'll adjust the sound and then we'll start. Yeah,
I'm still looking for the marks.
okay, that's fine. But we can adjust the volume.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
That's fine.
Hare Krishna. Radha Madhava Kunj Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Hari Bol Jaya Radha Madhava Kunj Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Kunj Vihari Jaya Radha Gopi Chana Vallabha Giridhari Gopi Chana Gopi Chana Vallabha Giridhari Gopi Chana Jaya Radha Madhava Kunj Vihari Jaya Radha Jaya Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Jaya Yashoda Jaya Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravara Chari Yamuna Tiravara Yamuna Tiravara Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajakacharya Varya Ashtotara Shata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhaya Charana Vinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajakacharya Varya Ashtotara Shata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Grandharaj Shri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Ki The Nectar of Devotion Evening Seminar Ki Yuga Dharma Shri Harinama Sankirtana Ki Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol Hari Hari Bol Hari Hari Bol Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuttapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha-Krishna Padan Sahagana Lita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम At the onset of present day's discourse, I would like to initially offer my most respectfully prostrated obeisances unto the lotus feet of their transcendental conjugal lordships, Sri Radha and Dandaneshwar, along with their perpetual divine associates such as Sri Lalita Devi, Sri Vishnu, divine companions an entourage comprising of Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, and all the 6 Goswamis of Sri Dham Vrindavan. Finally, I would also like to pay my obeisances and due respects unto the lotus feet of due honorary respects unto the lotus feet of the initiating spiritual master, along with all the preceptorial spiritual masters, as well as all the senior Vaishnava devotees of the Lord present herein, and that so, as we have learned in our yesterday's session, the preeminent glories of Srila Rupa Goswami, which makes Srila Rupa Goswami stand as in his treatise known as Sri Madhurya Kadambini, or the chain of monsoon clouds, consisting of the sweetness of Sri Krishna's transcendental personality and existence, which is this is the literal translation of obeisances unto that very highly exalted, very exaltedly situated personality known as Srila Rupa Goswami, who is like the ages of Satya, Treta, Dwapar, etc. And the concept of devotional service was existing. What is the most unique contribution of Sri Rupa Goswami that has made the path of devotional service so unprecedented and so much distinguished, so to speak? So, there, Vishwanath says, and Sri Gargacharya, Sri Shandilya, who also composed Bhakti Sutras known as Shandilya Bhakti Sutras, aphorisms or texts, concise texts forming an exposition or analytical exposition on the path of devotional service known as Shandilya Bhakti Sutras, and they comprise of 100 aphorisms, whereas the exposition composed by Sri Narad Muni on devotional service, which is known as Naradiya of the analysis of devotional service being done by Sri Rupa Goswami, which is completely outstanding. How? So Vishwanath answers this question by saying that Rasam Pashyat Yadatatihi. All the other acharyas, all the other sages and rishis and munis, and all the other great but the uniqueness of Sri Rupa Goswami is that before Sri Rupa Goswami, no one could establish, what to speak of establishing, no one even had the idea that devotional service can exist in 12 different transcendental. One's mind, and even it might have been existing, still no one was able to practically expose and show the whole detailed, systematic, technical process how the devotional service unto the Lord gets transformed into 12 different transcendental and supramundane bhakti rasas, or the mellows of devotional service. So, getting the inspiration of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu within the heart, as Rupa Goswami proclaims, Hridiyasya Preranaya Pravartitoham Varakarupopi Vande Tasya Harihe Padakamalam Shri Chaitanya Devasya. As he proclaims in the introductory verse of his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, by getting inspiration of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu within his heart, Sri Rupa Goswami was able to write in the history, in the first time in the history of the whole universe, so to speak, first time in the history of whole universe, that includes the celestial heavenly planets of paradise, that includes the earthly platform of mundane earth planet, and that includes all the other downward planets like the Netherlands, the Patal locals, etc. In the history of this whole universe, for the very first time, since Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had appeared in the previous day or the previous kalpa, after that, since the very first time, Srila Rupa Goswami has now again appeared, and he has exposed the systematic process, how devotional service can be established and can be seen in as existing in 12 different transcendental mellows or bhakti rasas. So that is the uniqueness of Sri Rupa Goswami, and therefore Sri Narottam Das Thakur also in the very beginning of his treatise known as the Moonbeam, illuminating the path of loving devotional service, alias Sri Prema Bhakti Chandrika. So in this treatise, Sri Prema Bhakti Chandrika, Narottam Das Thakur, one of the staunch followers of Srila Rupa Goswami and one of the great acharyas of our disciplic succession and our preceptorial line, that Narottam Das Thakur prays unto Rupa Goswami by saying, Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. When will that Srila Rupa Goswami, on his own, based on his own accord, based on his own sweet will and disposal, when will that Srila Rupa Goswami be so much kind as to grant me the shelter of his transcendental lotus feet? Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Because that Srila Rupa Goswami, why I am seeking the shelter of his lotus feet, why I am trying and wanting to serve his lotus feet, why I am earnestly expressing my longing and desire and my enthusiasm to serve the lotus feet and seek the shelter of Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, because Srila Rupa Goswami has fulfilled the innermost desire of Sri Gaur Sundar Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is why Sri Chaitanya Mano Abhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale. And Srila Rupa Goswami has established, and by fulfilling the innermost ambition, the innermost desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Rupa Goswami has established the mission that will fulfill the desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Srila Rupa Goswami has established the mission to fulfill Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's innermost desire through the writings, through the transcendental divine literatures such as Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, such as Sri Ujjwala Neelamani, such as Sri Vidakta Madhav Natakam, such as Sri Lalit Madhav Natakam, such as Sri Uddhava Sandesha, such as Sri Hansaduta Mahakavyam, etc., such as Sri Padyavali, etc. All these transcendental divine literatures, they have been composed by Srila Rupa Goswami just for the sake of the benefit of all the devotees of the Lord. So, Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam, Sri Rupa Goswami has fulfilled the innermost desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and as we discussed yesterday, the unique contribution that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made was to distribute the topmost form of devotional service known as Unnata Ujjwala Ras. Therefore, Srila Rupa Goswami, he reveals, so to say, he excavates one of the internal reasons of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance on this earth planet by saying, Anarpita charim chirat karunayavatirnaha kalau samarpayitum unnatojjvala rasam svabhakti shriyam. So in order to distribute this transcendental state of devotional service, which is none other than to become the maidservant of Srimati Radhika and to assist Sri Radha and Krishna, the transcendental conjugal lordships and the transcendental moiety of Vrindavan Dham in their eternal pastimes, that state of being Srimati Radhika's maidservant of such aforementioned type, this state is rather known as Unnat Ujjwal Ras, and in order to distribute and give this kind, great benediction of being the associate of Srimati Radharani and Shri Krishna in their eternal pastimes, this in order to give this unprecedented boon and benediction, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had appeared, and therefore to distribute this topmost devotional service known as Unnata Ujjwala Ras, this is the ambition of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is the innermost desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which Srila Rupa Goswami Pad has fulfilled by writing Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and Sri Ujjwala Neelamani in particular. Therefore, Narottam Das Thakur prays unto Rupa Goswami and wants to seek his shelter. Also, one of the other 6 Goswamis, known as Sri Raghunath Dasa Goswami, he has also written in his treatise known as Mukta Charitra, आददानस्त्रिणं दन्तैः इदं याचे पुनः पुनः श्रीमद्रूपपदाम्भोज धूलिः स्याम जन्म जन्मनि. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami expands the glories of Srila Rupa Goswami one step further than what Narottam Das Thakur did by saying धूलिः स्याम जन्म जन्मनि. Narottam Das Thakur, in contrast, had written Swayam Rupah Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. When will that Srila Rupa Goswami, based on his sweet will, choose me, select me to be his servant, and when will he make me so that I will take, when will he make me eligible so that I will take the shelter of his lotus feet? This is what Narottam Das Thakur had prayed, but now Raghunath Das Goswami is praying in a very humble, meek and submissive way by saying that Dhuli Syam Janma Janmani. I don't want to take the shelter of the lotus feet of Srila Rupa Goswami, because that will still make me physically separated from Srila Rupa Goswami. Narottam Das Thakur's viewpoint was, now Raghunath Das Goswami is saying that I don't want to take the shelter of Rupa Goswami, because even if I will take the shelter of Rupa Goswami, even if Srila Rupa Goswami, based on his own disposition and disposal, will allow me to enter into the close intimate group of his, but still I will be considered physically separated from his transcendental body. And by becoming one with his transcendental personality, that I don't want, because otherwise I will not be able to serve Srila Rupa Goswami. The liberation of becoming one with either the Lord or his associates, this Brahma Sahijya Mukti, this Sahijya Mukti, the merging liberation that is not aspired after by the devotees. So I also don't want to become one with Rupa Goswami's personality, nor I want to stay separate from Rupa Goswami's personality. I want to rather become attached to his lotus feet. Therefore, I do not want to take shelter of his lotus feet in which I can remain detached from his lotus feet. I want to become physically, I want to remain physically attached to his lotus feet. That's why Raghunath Das Goswami prays, do not give me just shelter of your lotus feet. No, I want something more. I want something more intimate in return of your mercy. Please grant me the benediction wherein I can remain not even as a foot dust attached to your lotus feet. I do not even want to remain as a foot dust attached to your lotus feet, but rather I want to remain as a single particle or as a single molecule found within the foot dust of Srila Rupa Goswami, which is attached to his transcendental lotus feet. That humble, submissive and menial position, that is all what I hanker after, that is all what I hanker for. I do not want anything else except for being a single molecule which is part of the larger foot dust associated with Srila Rupa Goswami's lotus feet. Swayambhu, and that is why Dhuli Syam Janma Janmani. And life after life, birth after birth, repeatedly, this is the only benediction that I want. Even after that Srila Rupa Goswami will make me a single molecule within the dust attached to his lotus feet, even after attaining that position, even after no other will or no other such any form of other desire in my heart. So, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami doesn't even express his desire to directly enter into the pastimes of Sri Radha and Govinda, or to become one of the maid servants of Srimati Radhika, or to become in any other way associated with Sri Radha and Krishna, but rather seeks such an menial position. Repeatedly, I make an earnest request that, O Rupa Goswami, by taking the straw of grass, the blade of grass in my Sri Rupa Goswami, he has actually revealed Acharya or any other sage, Rishi or Muni like Gargacharya. He has also written Garga Samhita depicting Sri Krishna's elaborate pastimes, and different acharyas and different sages of yore. They have also compiled many different literatures or Leela Granthas, especially describing the pastimes and divine deeds of Sri Radha and Krishna. But none of them have mentioned those intimate pastimes which Sri Rupa Goswami, and following the footsteps of Rupa Goswami, the other now we will try to understand the invocation verse of Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu compiled by Sri Rupa Goswami. As an invocation, the supreme benefactor of all the devotees of Lord Shri Krishna, Rupa Goswami, writes in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which manifested from the treasury of the lotus-like heart of his divine personality. In that book, Sri Rupa writes, Akhila Rasamrita Murtihi Prasrimar Ruchiruddhataraka Palihi Kalita Shyama Lalito Radha Prayan Vidhur Jayati. Let there be all glory and all victory to the omnipotent Sri Krishna Chandra, who is the transcendental moon of Vrindavan Dham, Viduhu Vidhur Jayati. Those are the last words. That is the last phrase of the invocatory verse of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. The last phrase is Vidhur Jayati. Radha Prayan Vidhur Jayati. And Viduhu, according to the commentary of Srila Jiva Goswami. Now let us discuss some fundamentals associated with this book. Srila Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu has been composed by Srila Rupa Goswami without any doubt. But there have been three major commentaries on this treatise. This treatise is originally compiled in Sanskrit language, and Srila Jiva Goswami, the nephew of Srila Rupa Goswami, according to the familial blood relation, and who is the direct initiated disciple of Srila Rupa Goswami, the only initiated disciple. Rupa Goswami personally gave direct initiation to Srila Jiva Goswami. So, Srila Jiva Goswami, one of the 6 Goswamis, he has composed a Sanskrit commentary elaborately explaining the subtle intricacies of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and his commentary is rather known as Durgam Sangamani commentary. Durgam Sangamani commentary, or that commentary which makes the insurmountable surmountable. This ocean of the nectarian mellows of devotional service, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, is actually an insurmountable ocean. But this insurmountable ocean, having unlimited depths and unlimited scope and figure, this insurmountable ocean, this unfathomable ocean, has rather been made fathomable and surmountable by Srila Jiva Goswami's commentary, which could not have otherwise become unfathomable or comprehensible or so to speak, which could not have otherwise become surmountable. So, this Durgam Sangamani commentary written by Srila Jiva Goswami focuses on every verse of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and explains those portions of the text. It explains those portions of the original text which can be misinterpreted and which, according to the apparent vision of the readers, could be misinterpreted and could be misunderstood or could be understood in any other sense which Rupa Goswami doesn't want his text to be understood in. So, Durgam Sangamani commentary, and after that, the next Acharya, historically speaking, according to the chronological sequential order of the time and period, the next Acharya is Sri Mukundadasa Goswami. He is the direct disciple of Sri Radha-Krishna Kaviraj Goswami, who is the compiler of Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, Mukundadasa Goswami, who was blessed directly by Srimati Radhika on the banks of Sri Radha-Kunda. This is a very interesting anecdote which we will not mention here because it is irrelevant to our discussion currently. So this Mukundadasa Goswami has written second commentary known as Artharatnanta Deepika. Artharatnanta Deepika, or that lamplight, Deepika means lamplight. That lamplight which exposes the meaning of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu very concisely. Artharatnanta Deepika as concise jewels. So Artharatnanta Deepika. And then the third commentary written by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. That is the third commentary on Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. That is also in Sanskrit language. And his commentary is also one of the most significant commentaries used while interpreting Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So, these are the three commentaries written by our previous acharyas on Srila Rupa Goswami's text. Then, His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the founder acharya of our institution, he composed a summary study, a summarized short study excluding the original Devanagari Sanskrit texts of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which His Divine Grace at that time considered to be irrelevant to his the then present day readers. So, His Divine Grace excluded for that reason the original Sanskrit texts of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and he also didn't translate, His Divine Grace also didn't translate every shloka, every verse of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, but rather just accumulated the gist or the summary or the synopsis of this treatise, and therefore His Divine Grace chose to keep the name is the Nectar of Devotion, summary study of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which is a classical work by Rupa Goswami. So now, and Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also wrote another book explaining Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which is rather known as Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu. That is different from Vishwanath Chakravarti's commentary on Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. That is different. That is not commentary. That is a totally different book. That is also a type of summary study, but in that summary study, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur highlights some of the most significant points in this major work. And the literal meaning of that book is the drop. Bindu means drop. Sindhu Bindu. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu. The word Bindu means a drop, a droplet of water. So, a droplet of the ocean of the nectarian mellows of devotional service. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu. So, droplet means, in a sense of summary study. So, and then Srila Jiva Goswami, apart from writing his Durgam Sangamani commentary on Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, he chose to write another book expounding on the same subject matter, which came to be known as Sri Bhakti Sandarbha, one of the 6 Sandarbhas or philosophical consecutive treatises written by Jiva Goswami. So the 5th treatise in consecutive order is known as Bhakti Sandarbha, and in Bhakti Sandarbha, Jiva Goswami expounded on many of the other topics mentioned by Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which Rupa Goswami was not able to elaborate in his own treatise, but which Rupa Goswami only elaborated upon in a very short fashion. So Bhakti Sandarbha was written, and the sixth treatise among the six Sandarbhas, among the six philosophical treatises, the sixth and the last treatise written by Jiva Goswami, which is known as Shri Priti Sandarbha. Bhakti Sandarbha means the analytical context of devotional service. Sandarbha means analytical context. So analytical context of devotional service is Bhakti Sandarbha. And analytical context of devotional love is known as Priti Sandarbha. That's the sixth treatise, sixth Sandarbha. So in Priti Sandarbha, Jiva Goswami expounds on many of the subject matters found within Sri Ujjwala Neelamani. Now, Ujjwala Neelamani is considered to be an appendix of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Ujjwala Neelamani is considered to be an Bhakti have been elaborated upon in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, but after the stage of Prema Bhakti, many other 6 to 7 devotional stages, higher devotional stages are there. And for those stages, he wrote a separate book known as Ujjwala Neelamani. On Ujjwala Neelamani, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Jiva Goswami have their separate Sanskrit commentaries. But apart from those Sanskrit Priyam Vidhur Jayati. So, by taking into consideration all the different books we have just mentioned, the summary study by Srila Prabhupada, then the commentaries on Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu by Jiva and Vishwanath, and also sometimes we will refer to Ujjwala Neelamani if needed, and also we will refer to Bhakti Sandarbha and Priti Sandarbha of Jiva Goswami while explaining this Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So in the invocatory verse, Rupa Goswami writes that let there be all glory and all victory to the transcendental moon of Sri Vrindavan Dham, the omnipotent Lord Sri Krishna, verse, Jiva Goswami writes that Viduhu has two meanings. The first meaning of the term Vidhu, actually Vidhu generally means moon according to the different dictionaries of Sanskrit language, one of the most famous dictionaries like Amarkosh, and also according to other dictionaries like Vishwakosh, Shabdakosh, Abhidan, etc. All these historical antique dictionaries of Sanskrit language which are considered bona fide and authorized. According to these dictionaries, Jiva Goswami says that the word Vidhu generally means, it is generally defined as to mean a moon. So that is the Rudi Earth. Rudi Earth means the apparent meaning, the apparent definition of any word being spoken, being heard, being read, or being written. The apparent meaning of any term or word being heard is known as Rudi Earth. And the analytical meaning of any word or term, which is found after an in-depth analysis regarding the constituents of that particular terminology is done, if the definition is derived through that detailed process, then it is known as Yogika Artha. There are two types of definitions. In Sanskrit language, every word has two types of meanings. The apparent meaning, the meaning, the definition of any word which strikes our mind first, initially, as soon as we come into contact with that word. That is known as apparent meaning, Rudi Artha. And the yogic Artha is the analytical meaning. We find out how many constituents, how many syllables, how many letters, how many vowels, how many consonants are there forming the word, and then we take separate meaning of each constituent and then combine the meaning of all the constituents and then come to an aggregate meaning that is known as yogic Artha. So the Rudi Artha, or the apparent meaning of the word Viduhu, or it means a moon, which showers forth the moonbeam or the moonlight or the moon rays down on this earth planet. That moon is the general meaning. But here, Rupa Goswami rather considers Lord Krishna not to be a mundane moon, because that will contradict the very statement of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna has declared that na shashanko na pavaka, that in my transcendental realm there do not exist any of the mundane items like moon, like sun, like stars, different galaxies, constellations, nakshatras, and planets. Rather, in my transcendental planet, the mundane illuminatory objects such as moon, stars, and fire, electricity, and sun, they are not needed at all. In my transcendental world, I am the only moon and sun existing. For that reason, since the divine Brahma Jyoti, or the divine effulgence, or the divine radiance which emanates from my transcendental body, since that divine effulgence is equal to trillions and billions of moons and suns combined together, still, if the trillions and billions of mundane moons and suns are combined together, if they are conjoined together, even then they will not be able to give light which can be equal to the transcendental radiance. To Lord Sri Krishna, mundane moon doesn't even exist in his planet. In the transcendental planet of Golok Vrindavan Dham, there is no necessity felt of having a mundane moon. Then how can it be said that Sri Krishna is a mundane moon? And also in the Upanishads, especially in the Mundak and the Katha Upanishads, there is one statement that na tatra suryo na bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhanti kutoyam agnihi तमेव भान्तम अनुभाति सर्वम तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति. That transcendental personality, Sri Shyam Sundar, he doesn't need any sun, na tatra suryo bhati, na chandra tarakam, he doesn't need any moon or any mundane stars, nema vidyato, he doesn't need any sort of electrical lightning, bhanti kutoyam agnihi, then what to speak of the fire, he doesn't need fire at all, tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam, tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. But rather, that transcendental personality is self-effulgent. He doesn't require any of the mundane, phenomenal and flickery illuminatory objects in order to become illuminated. Rather, he is self-effulgent, and through his effulgence, all the other mundane illuminatory items like mundane sun, moon, etc. become illuminated. The mundane sun, moon, etc. they become illuminated depending upon the self-illumination and the transcendental radiance effulging which is emanating from Sri Krishna's transcendental body. So, Sri Krishna cannot be ever compared to the mundane moon. Then Jiva Goswami proposes, then that means that Sri Krishna is a transcendental supramundane moon of divine. found within the nature of the object which is compared with another object. The object which is under comparison, the object which is under comparison, which is the focal part of the comparison. That object, why that object is compared with another object? In order to understand the subtle aspects of the nature of the object being compared, we are comparing that object with another object. But Sri Krishna is not being compared to any other transcendental or any other mundane moon. Rather, Sri Krishna himself is a transcendental moon. So, Jiva Goswami says in his Durgam Sangamani commentary that this is not a comparison or a metaphor or a simile or analogy of any type. Rather, Sri Krishna himself is a transcendental moon, and Sri Krishna is the singular form of the word moon has been used here. Viduhu is a singular form. Singular form means we are only talking about one transcendental moon, which is Sri Krishna. But the reality is that Sri Krishna's transcendental body, which is taken together aggregatively, is one single transcendental moon. But within that one single transcendental moon of Sri Krishna's transcendental body, taken aggregatively, there are existing 24 and a half moons segregatively speaking. And those 24 and a half moons segregatively speaking, when they combine together, they still make one full moon. All the other 24 and a half moons, all the other 24 moons are also full moons. Only the half moon is considered half. So there are 24 full moons, then there is a half moon, that means 24 and a half moons, and when those 24 and a half moons are combined together, that also comes out to be one aggregate moon. And that one aggregate moon is the total external countenance of Sri Krishna. What do we mean by that? In the 8th chapter of the Madhya Leela of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, when the conversation between Sri Ramananda Prabhu, who is none other than Sri Vishakha Devi, one of the 8 principal companions of Srimati Radhika, Rishabhanu Nandini, that Sri Vishakha, who is incarnated as Sri Ramananda Prabhu to participate in the manifest pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Pragat Leela, with that Ramanand, who is none other than Vishakha, with that Ramanand, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the combined form of Sri Radha and Krishna, he had a conversation for multifarious days. And within that conversation, Ramananda Prabhu was interrogated. He was asked, he was interviewed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very profoundly and very deeply. And when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't become satisfied, even after asking 10 or 12 questions, then Sri Ramanand, finding that the correct time has now come, he at last gave the correct and true answer, which quenched the thirst, which satiated the thirst of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ears. And when the proper suitable answer was given, at that his transcendental hands, lotus feet, transcendental mouth, face, etc. And those 12 divine bodily parts of Sri Krishna rather have become the cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam are none other than the 12 principal major limbs of Sri Krishna's transcendental figure and his person. Krishna himself. Bhagavatam is not representative of Lord, rather the Lord himself is Srimad Bhagavatam. Because representative is considered separately existing from the item being represented by itself. That's why if Srimad Bhagavatam will be considered representative of Shri Krishna's transcendental figure, then it would mean that Srimad Bhagavatam's existence is separate from Shri Krishna's personal form, his personal divine appearance. But rather Srimad Bhagavatam is itself Shri Krishna, and there is a verse in Padma Puran, Padau Yadiyau Prathamau Dvitiyau Tritiyau Chaturyau Yaduru Nabis Tatha Pancham Eva Shasthau Saptam Tatha Dor Yugantaram Bhuja Anyo. So there is a verse in Padma Puran which states that the first canto is the right lotus feet, the second canto is the left lotus feet, then the third and the fourth cantos are the two knees, and then the fifth canto is the navel, etc. 10th canto is the lotus face of Lord Shri Krishna. So Srimad Bhagavatam is none other than Shri Krishna. That's why Bhagavatam mentions Teneyam Vagmayi Murtihi Pratyaksha Vartate Harehe. Lord Shri Krishna himself has become manifest as Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, apart from this, Lord Shri Krishna's transcendental body has 24 and half other moons, which Sri Ramanand has spoken of in his conversation with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And those 24 and half moons, the first moon is his transcendental lotus face. That's the first moon. The whole lotus face of Lord Shri Krishna is known as the first moon, the first full moon. The moon which appears on the 15th day of the waxing fortnight of the lunar calendar. That is known as the moon appearing on the sacred day of Paurnamasi, or the full moon. So transcendental lotus face is full moon. Then within the transcendental lotus face, Shri Krishna's two cheeks are two full moons. So we have three full moons. Then Shri Krishna's the sandalwood mark, the circle-shaped, the dot which is a circle-shaped dot, that sandalwood dot that Shri Krishna puts on as tilak, that is the fourth moon. And then the fifth half moon is this space which is beneath the dot, which is found in the centralmost region of his forehead. The dot, the tilakam, is found in the centralmost region of Krishna's forehead, and the space which is existing beneath the sacred dot and above the eyebrows, that is the fifth half moon. And likewise, Shri Krishna's 10 fingers, 10 hand fingers, including the two thumbs. The 10 nails which are associated with which are an integrated part of the 10 fingers of the two hands, those 10 hand nails, those 10 palm nails are rather considered to be another 10 moons. Each nail a separate moon. And then the 10 nails associated with Lord Krishna's transcendental two lotus feet, dual lotus feet, those 10 nails are considered to be another 10 moons, another set of 10 moons. So 10 moons existing within Shri Krishna's transcendental two legs, his transcendental two feet, then 10 moons existing within his transcendental two palms, and then 4.5 moons on his face. And then everything taken together, the whole transcendental body of Shri Krishna taken together is also one moon. So, when Rupa Goswami says that may that supramundane moon, who is none other than Lord Shri Krishna, be all victorious, be all glorious, Akhila Rasamrit Murtihi Viduhu Jayati. That means this Shri Krishna, whose transcendental body is composed of, is consisting of, is comprising of 24.5 moons that have been mentioned by Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita, and which have again been mentioned for a second time in a book known as Mantrartha Deepika by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. In the book Mantrartha Deepika, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, while elucidating on the meaning of the Kam Gayatri Mantra, he also mentions about these 24 and a half moons. So, Viduhu Jayati means that transcendental form of Shri Krishna which is consisting of 24 and a half moons and which itself is one full moon. That transcendental moon of Lord Shri Krishna may be all victorious. Now this meaning is derived if we take the apparent definition of the word Vidhu. But if we take the analytical definition by looking at the constituents of the word Vidhu, then two more definitions are derived. And what are those definitions? Jiva Goswami explains in his Durgam Sangamini commentary that Sarvani Papani Yah Vidhunoti Sah Shri Krishna Viduhu. He associates the word Vidhu with the word Vidhunoti. The word Vidhunoti means to destroy or to drive away, to eradicate, to uproot, or to cleanse off. That Shri Krishna who makes all types of sinful activities and all types of anarthas. Yah Shri Krishna sarvani papani anarthaha cha vidhunoti sah viduhu atra. This is the definition given. That Shri Krishna who drives away, who cleanses off all different contaminations, like all the different vices, sinful sins, and all the other unwanted items which rather appear as obstructions on the path of progressive devotional service. Those anarthas, those unwanted items, Shri Krishna drives away. And then, because the word vidhunoti means to drive away, to cleanse something off, or to eradicate, or to destroy, or to completely uproot something. So Shri Krishna uproots the faintest traces, the dim reflections and slight amount and minimal degree of unwanted items existing within the heart of his devotee. That's why, in order to substantiate this definition, Jiva Goswami quotes from Srimad Bhagavatam by saying, Shrinavatam svakatham Krishnaha punya shravana kirtanaha hridyantahastho hyavadrani vidhunoti suhrit satam. In that verse also the word vidhunoti has been used by Srila Sutta Goswami. This is the verse found in the second chapter of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, which explains the process and the science of devotional service. So Sutta Goswami says, Shrinavatam svakatham Krishnaha, that Shri Krishna, who is Punya Shravana Kirtanaha, an adjective, a qualifying adjective, a modifier, has been annexed with the principal noun of the sentence, Krishna. Krishna is the principal noun of the sentence. And in order to qualify and modify this principal noun, another adjective has been used, which is Punya Shravana Kirtanaha. Shri Krishna of what type, of what nature, of what sort? That Shri Krishna whose glories, consisting of the narrations of his transcendental nomenclature, forms, pastimes, attributes, and other paraphernalia. Those glories of Shri Krishna are purifying all the three worlds. And Shri Krishna who possesses such glories is known as Punya Shravana Kirtana. So Shri Krishna, this is a compound word, samas. This is Bahubrihi samas. According to the Sanskrit grammar, this is Bahubrihi samas, very compound word. So that Shri Krishna who possesses the purifying glories, which instantly purify any person who comes into contact with those glories, either directly or indirectly, either as being the reciter of those glories through the process of utterance, or who comes either in contact with these glories through the process of oral reception or hearing, or the person who comes into these contact with these glories of Shri Krishna by making these glories more expansive by asking intermittent occasional questions and by posing and presenting midway inquiries, midway inquisitive inquiries. So all the three, Shrota, Vakta and the Prashnakarta, the inquisitive, the hearer and the reciter, all the three become purified. Shrotrim Punaticha. That is why in Srimad Bhagavatam another verse has come. Shrotrim Punaticha. Trin Shrotrim Punaticha. All the three become purified. So this Sri Krishna, what he does, who is possessing such glories, Punya Shravana Kirtanaha, this Sri Krishna, what he does is that he, as soon as his devotees try to hear Srimad Bhagavatam or any other such topic concerning to his pastimes and his glories, Sri Krishna immediately enters into the heart of such devotees. Srinavatam svakatham Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Hridi Antahastho Hi Abhadrani Vidunoti Suhrit Satam. He enters within the heart of his pure devotees, or those devotees who are trying to become pure, Suhrit Satam, because he is the well-wisher, because he is the Suhrit of his devotees, Satam. Satam means devotees and Suhrit means the well-wisher. Gita also he says, Suhritam Sarva Bhutanam, Gyatvam Shanti Parichati, I am the well-wisher. So because he is the intimate well-wisher of his devotees, he enters into the heart, Hridi Antahastha. He just doesn't stay at the outskirts of his devotees' hearts, but rather he penetrates in depth, very deeply into the hearts of his devotees. That is why another word, Antahastha, has been used. Sutta Goswami rather felt unsatisfied by using the word Hridi or heart simply. No, he doesn't simply enter the heart, or he doesn't stay at the outskirts of the heart. No. He rather enters penetratingly into the cave of the heart. That's why Antahastha. He enters into the interior of the heart. And what he does after that? Abhadrani Vidunoti. Abhadrani Vidunoti. He eradicates, destroys all types of abhadras. Abhadras, abhadraha anarthaha va. In Sanskrit language, the word anartha has been used as an alternative synonymous terminology to indicate the word abhadra. That means anartha and abhadra mean the same. They are both synonyms. So anarthas and abhadras means those unwanted items which rather manifest as impediments, as obstructions, and as incoming troubles on the path of progressive devotional service. So all these abhadras of multifarious types are driven away by Sri Krishna, and that Sri Krishna who drives away such abhadras. Now what are these abhadras? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentions that there are four principal abhadras or anarthas found within the process of pure devotional service. So while a person is on the stage of sadhana bhakti, four types of abhadras they arise. The first is known as Swarupa Brahm. Swarupa Brahm generally means illusion about one's own identity, illusion about identity. Swarupa means identity or true nature, and Brahma means illusion. Illusion about identity is known as Swarupa Brahm, or mistaken identity also. Illusion regarding the identity is Swarupa Brahm. Then the second type of anartha or unwanted item is known as Asat Trishna. Asat Trishna means unwanted desires becoming manifest as variegated longings. So that is known as Asat Trishna. Trishna literally means a deep, heartily longing after some mundane achievement. That is Asat Trishna. After temporal items. Asat means temporal. So all the material phenomena taken together is considered to be material, mundane. So longing in regards to any part of the material phenomena is known as Asat Trishna. And then comes Aparad. Aparad is generally defined as the offense or the offenses in plural. And the fourth type of abhadra or the unwanted item is known as Hridaya Daurbalya. Hridaya Daurbalya, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has mentioned these in his Chaitanya Shikshamrita. In his book known as Chaitanya Shikshamrita, Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentions these, And other acharyas like Vishwanath Chakravarti and Jiva Goswami, they have also mentioned about these anarthas in their different writings. So these are the four types of anarthas. Now again, the Swarupa Brahm is divided fourfold. The first type of Swarupa Brahm is known as Swatattva Brahm. What is Swatattva Brahm? Swatattva Brahm means when living entity becomes illusioned, becomes deluded, becomes mistaken in regards to his own identity. That is known as Swatattva Brahm. The four types of identical illusions or illusions regarding the identity. Identical illusions. Here the word identical should not be taken as meaning the same. Here the word identical should be taken as referring to the identity. Yes. We are not talking about same four illusions, identical illusions. No. We are talking about four types of illusions in regards to the identity, four identical illusions. So, the second type of identical illusion is known as Paratattva Brahm. Paratattva Brahm means becoming illusioned in regards to the nature of the supreme absolute truth, which is rather known as Paratattva, which is rather known as Param Brahma, which is also sometimes known as Param Satyam. Because in the last part of the first verse of Bhagavatam, Vyasadeva glorifies Lord Krishna by saying, Satyam Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. Let us now meditate, let us now concentrate, let us now divert our attention and meditate upon the supreme absolute truth, Satyam Param. So Paratattva Brahm means the same as Satyam Param, and Satyam Param is none other than Lord Vasudeva, Sri Krishna, the son of Mother Nand and Yashoda. So Paratattva Brahma means illusion in regards to the absolute truth. In regards to the nature of absolute truth, in regards to the nature of absolute truth, while ascertaining who is absolute truth and what the absolute truth is actually, if illusion appears in regards to that, then it is known as Paratattva Brahma. And then there is third type of illusion, which is known as Sadhya Sadhana Tattva Brahma. Illusion about one's own self, who am I? Illusion about the Supreme Personality of God and Absolute Truth, who is God. Then illusion about the means of attaining God and the final goal of attainment, that is the objective, that is the target or aim of practice. Practice is known as means. Means of attainment and the final object of attainment, objective. So sadhana is defined as means of attainment, and sadhya is defined as the objective of attainment, the final goal. So illusion in regards to the means of attainment and in regards to the objective of attainment is known as sadhya sadhana tattva brahma. That's the third type of illusion. And the fourth type of illusion is known as Maya Tattva Brahma. Illusion in regards to the nature of nescience. What is nescience? Nescience means the same what Sri Krishna has described in the four condensed, concise verses that Sri Krishna has spoken to Lord Brahma as the four seed shlokas of Srimad Bhagavatam, Chatushloki. And one of the four seed shlokas spoken by Krishna in Bhagavatam in the second canto to Brahma is Yatha Bhaso Yatha Tamaha. That this Maya, this Avidya, this nescience, this material nature is, he describes about this material nature in that verse. And also, while Vyasadeva is in his trance, while Vyasadeva is in his samadhi, in his meditation, at that time, in the very beginning of the 7th chapter of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Vyasadeva sees the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, and his doubt regarding the absolute truth, Paratattva Brahm, becomes destroyed. Because he sees Krishna full-fledged, appearing as the fountain source of Nirvishesh Brahma and Paramatma features. So, it is said, Bhakti Yogena Manasi Samyak Pranihite Amale Apashyat Purusham Purnam Mayam Chattat Apashrayam Yaya Sammohito Jiva Atmanam Trigunatmakam Paropi Manuti Anartham Tatkritam Chavipatyate. He saw who is the absolute truth. So Vyasadeva's doubt in regards to Paratattva became destroyed. He also saw who is living entity. What is the true position of living entity? Yaya sammohito jivaha. What is the true position of Jivatma, living entity? That doubt about Swatattva Brahm also became destroyed. And then he also saw what is Maya. Mayam chatat apashrayam. Apashyat Purusham Purnam. He saw Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in full-fledged form. Apashyat Purusham Purnam. Mayam Chattad Apashrayam. And he also saw the illusory potency of Lord, nescience, external potency, avidya Maya, resting behind Lord's back. So that is Mayam Chattad Apashrayam. So his illusion regarding the Maya also became destroyed. And then his illusion regarding what is the best way of attaining Krishna and what is the final goal of attainment, that also became destroyed, because Vyasadeva ascertained bhakti or devotional service to be the means, and prema bhakti or love of Krishna to be the final goal of attainment. So now today we will discuss in depth about the other parts of the invocatory verse of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's the Aarti time now. Anyone, if anyone has a question, they can meet me later on privately after the Aarti. Hare Krishna.
Please praise Radha-Krishna Prabhu ki.